Peace, family. It's brother Elrod coming at you again. Wanted to give you an update on my journey today in regards to my fast. This is day 5 that I'm documenting so far. Like I said, I was going to document 30 days in a row, and pretty much I'm feeling pretty healthy, pretty good. We did, our physical training this morning, and we did some push-ups and sit-up drills. And during the we actually during intervals of the push-ups and sit-ups, we would also do like a lap around the track after those. And let me tell you, I'm not sure what's going on, but uh, it's something very positive. It's definitely something very positive. And what I'm referring to is the fact that I'm a, y'all not able to see from this video, but I'm a pretty slight brother. I'm slim, and so I've always been able to run. There's never been a issue in regards to 2 mile run, which is what we're tested on in the Army. The top notch, the top tier is to get a 13-minute 2 mile, and that gets you 100 points. It's 3 events we get tested on: push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2 mile run. And so in this particular example, I normally run, well, I was running until I been getting back steadfast with my eating and stuff like that. I've been running, like I said, it's 13 to make 100. I've been running in 12s. And matter of fact, I competed in this competition not too long ago, and I ran 11:59. Now, today when I was running, it wasn't time because we were just doing a lap around the field. But in regards to how I felt in comparison to when I ran the 11:59, like I said, it's 11:59 2 mile. It's not a comparison. This is only day 5. In regards to the fast, but my lungs, there's something about my lungs felt strong, like they was able to take in more air, and the run felt effortless, literally felt effortless. And so at this point in time, I think I could run even faster, which the fastest time I ever ran in the military is when I was in Cuba. And I used to play basketball. Well, not but I played basketball a lot while I was down there, and that's how I stayed in shape. I didn't just run just to be running, but we had like a regulation size court, and I played ball like 3-4 times a week. And down there, I ran an 11:04. Now, whether or not I can get back to that, because that was when I was in my 30s, I don't know. But I'm 43, and like I said, I just ran at 11:59 just recently. So signs are pointing up to what I could potentially do. And I'm just really testing myself at this point, being my age and seeing what else I can do. I mean, because for the most part, I outrun 19, 18, 20-year-olds. I outrun them easily. Like it's surprising. I think the only people that probably maybe if they were distant runners in college or something like that, maybe those particular people will give me a run for my money. But for the most part, there's not too many people that can run with me. But with all that being said, so that was how my day kind of started off. I was kind of analyzing that, like, wow, that's interesting. Only 5 days in, and it feels like my lungs are just really opening up. I was able to take in air, and when I finished, that was the kind of the pinnacle. When I finished, I wasn't tired at all. That's what got me. I wasn't tired at all, and I ran pretty hard. I ran pretty hard. So, and needless to say, what I'm doing is working. I feel you could probably see my skin. My skin is starting to recapture a glow, but I'm not really concerned about that at this point in time. Reason being, I feel it's, as I hit some, you know, rough patches, it's probably going to fade away and then come back. So, speaking of which, because it seems like you go in retrograde in regards to um, when you fast. Like some of the old things you may have craved, some of the old maladies that you may have had in regards to your body, they seem to come back up. And so, like my foot has been, my heel that I've been mentioning to you all, it's been hurting a lot. Feels similar to the plantar fasciitis that I had at one point. But it's, you know, I contributed more so, or attributed more to the way I've been eating, the erratic eating that I have been doing of late, and that's why I initially started to feel it again. And so it's coming back up, and I think it's going to come back up and then eventually pass, which has been my experience, before. So hopefully that's the case this time. But still no dots, the floaty dots in my left eye. But one interesting thing I will say is it's a new soldier we got in today, and I went to lunch with him. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because you have to plan your moves. You have to be very strategic in what you're doing. And I'm mentioning this particular story because while I was at the lunch, um, I started getting, well, I won't call it grill, but I was getting questioned by one of the captains, and she was asking me, like, like what I've been eating today and stuff like that. And of course, me being honest about it, I'm telling her, well, I just drank a little juice, but I try to play it off or whatever. And she's like, "Oh my God, like you haven't been eating? You didn't eat today? Like what's going on?" So it got to the point she kept asking me stuff and like, "What do you normally eat?" and stuff like this, to the point that, and she's Indian, and I love Indian food, and to the point that she actually text me tonight, and she normally, it's been before she'll send Sergeant Major and myself, a dish or whatever that we may like, but she sound like supremely concerned about what's going on with me, the fact that I'm not eating a lot and stuff like that. And she's like, "You're gonna waste away," So I found that comical. But the reason I even mention that is because, now it's put temptation in my way. She sent me a picture of the meal, like it's like some string beans, some spicy string beans. I'm like, oh man, like, but this all came about because I put myself in that predicament. Now, I was pretty much attempting to do the right thing because it's a new soldier just came in, and the job that I work, we extend a hand or reach out, try to let people know, hey, welcome to the team and stuff like that. But I could have did that at another place or another time, and I just kind of set myself up. So you got to be very strategic when you fasting, because you could put stumbling blocks in your own way, and that's that's what I've done. Now I don't quite know how to approach it tomorrow, whether or not I'm not going. I don't know if I'm gonna throw it away. I don't know how I'm gonna play it, or whether or not I'll I don't know, maybe eat a little bit of it and then but then that's the only thing I touch, because like I said, I'm feeling real good. I'm not even hungry. That's the sea moss. The sea moss is incredible. I'm literally not hungry. Haven't had any hunger pains, and I've fasted many times before. And normally by the fifth day, yeah, I feel it. But that's not the case this time. So, but just wanted to give you that little quick update. Once again, it's late. I did get a chance to work out, so I had to push myself to go do that again because I really I really wanted to go to bed tonight because we went and played like some ultimate frisbee. So I did some extra running this evening, and so I'm like really tired. Well, I know I need rest. Put it like that. I don't necessarily feel tired, but I know I need to get some rest. So and it's about that time. So I just wanted to give you an update, and hopefully me sharing this with you, you're able to take something from it and be inspired to maybe take the journey yourself, or do something in small increments in regards to maybe switching up how you eat, or something as small as in the event you don't normally eat salads before your meal. Start doing that, because you want to get more live foods in your system, and because that's going to definitely help out with your overall health and clarity of mind and things of that nature. So until next time, or until tomorrow, um, shine your brightest when it's the darkest. Peace.